3, 2, 1, end of test. Keying with a go.
Well, hello there, and welcome to another edition of Warbird Wednesday. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum, and today we're going down some of the most unique planes ever proposed or built. And today we're talking about probably one of the most exotic designs, and the concept goes all the way back to about 1942 in Nazi Germany. Those crazy Germans were out there coming up with all kinds of interesting designs. There was never a concept that they were not excited to try. But first, what is this? Am I like the captain of my own destiny here?
I'm Captain Obvious.
Jason, I'm not really sure. This one's kind of interesting. This will make a nice one for the kids. We give these things away to the school kids. People ask what we do with the hats, and I'm going to toss that off to the Jason. Now we are talking about the ME P.1109, and that's what I'm going to refer to it as, the 1109. And this is, of course, an ME 109, but the idea, this will fill my hands. I'll go ahead and throw up a plan view. Greg will throw up a plan view of the 1109 at home, and this is an exotic idea, and the thought was a concept. As I said, they kind of played around with it early in 1942, and then they actually took it to the next step with Blohm Voss. And the idea was that if you could get a scissor wing and pivot it, that you could get higher speeds, in other words, lower drag with the amount of thrust, with higher speed with the amount of thrust, and thus you would get more fuel economy as well. So you'd have that kind of a scissor wing on the airplane. And Blohm Voss thought about that, and Dr. Vaught of Blohm Voss thought, well, what if you did two of these wings? Now think about that. So you would have a scissor wing, but it's a biplane. And the thought process was that you had two wings that could pivot, and that would eliminate any asymmetric deficiencies in the aerodynamics, which meant, kind of Wrigley's gum, right? Twice the flavor, twice your fun.
A double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure from Double Mint Gum.
And each wing could pivot about 60 degrees. So that was the idea. There are varying thoughts about whether or not it was actually wind tunnel tested. There are some places I've read that it was wind tunnel tested. There are other places that it was not, but it would take over 25 years later after the war for the theory to be proven. But this design, again, had a biplane scissor wing. It was powered by two HES 011A turbojet engines. And I'm having fun with those German designations. And so if I screwed that one up, I'm sure you will tell me in the comments.
Oh my God, you speak German?
And that takes me to my salute today. And my salute is to all of those test pilots that get in these airplanes. They don't know what they're going to do. And I'm talking about all nationalities, not only test pilots at airplanes, but hypersonic vehicles and spaceships, people that get in there and really risk their lives. I want to salute you today. I want to do it with, I never see this before we do this, but this one, you can't hide the great flavor. Jason, this is a really bad one. Hyde is Hyde. Dr. Jekyll's Pepper Elixir. Oh, man. Orca Beverages. it does have a California cash refund, so it's new. 150 calories. Okay, a pepper beverage. Jason, this one actually is a little cold. Did you actually chill this one? You did. Ooh, and we got a fizz, so no botulism today. Let's give it a shot. So to all you test pilots out there that put your buns on the line, and you know what? I'll even stretch it to boats. I saw that thing today where that boat, did you see that boat that like flipped 7 times that was going for the speed record? Anybody that tests that kind of stuff, I salute you. Oh, come on. There can't be pepper in this. You know, I was ready for like some exotic drink. It tastes like Coca-Cola. Wow, that's like I'm going to do one more. We love you, test pilot. What a letdown that was. I was ready to be poisoned. So, obviously, the war got in the way of the Germans, so to speak, and thank goodness for all of us that a lot of this insane engineering that they came up with never materialized. But now on the scissor-wing, 25 years later, Greg can throw it up, we have the AD-1 scissor-wing that actually proved the concept. So it would be interesting if you take this down the line, what could possibly happen in this area. I'm not sure, you know, we're moving on to much higher speed aircraft. And maybe some of you in the comments can tell me if there's any inkling of the scissor wing still out there. But it's amazing that this technology goes that far back, that it took as long as it did to be proven out. Now, one interesting Fred tidbit fact, and that is that there were drawings found in France that have indicated that the work went on this after the war, but never went anywhere. It's unclear, and those you sleuths out there may be able to tell us, it's unclear whether Messerschmitt continued to work on this or who was doing it, but there have been some drawings found that this idea continued to live on, but they never could get it to production. So there's some interesting things about the 1109 project that kind of never saw the light of day. But now, if you are sitting at home and need something to do, and there is no scissor wing here, this puzzle set is for you. Jason has drawn this and made it with his own. No, he hasn't done that. But it is a great puzzle. It's got 300 aircraft in it. It is suitable for framing. You need one of these. So click on that link, and Jason will run down to the post office and mail one out to you. Now you can see I am standing in front of an ME-262. Now this is a replica. That's part of our collection in the European hangar. That is another one of the German Wunderwaffens. Now we can't do all of this and have these replicas without your donation. So if you like what we do, click on that donation button and give us a few shekels. Also, if you are teaching the kiddies at home, click on the links down below in the description, and you can teach the kids at home from our educator's guide, one lesson or an entire year. And the best part about it, it's free. If you came across us on YouTube, we would love for you to leave us a subscription and a comment. We love your comments. The same thing with Facebook. Give us a like and a comment. And then, of course, on Instagram, what is it? It's a heart, isn't it? Jason, I think it's a heart and a comment. So we love your social media comments, but give us those likes and those subscriptions. It helps the channel. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
3, 2, 1, end of test. King was a go.
blessed day, all my fears have gone away. I guess this means I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly. Wasn't long ago I shook at the thought of being hooked. But ever since I wrote my book, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly.
Come along and join us, we can plug you in a simulator. We'll teach you how to dance and be the perfect